the stick on it like that, does it change the lifting on it very much?
Does,
or anything?
it does.
A little bit.
Like on your bigger excavators you put in pits and stuff, they have a little bit of a shorter stick for, you know, more breakout force, and then the longer stick kind of is more. See it a lot on these smaller mini excavators, just because a lot of times heavy lifting is really the way to go with these.
So on the one with it's got the angle blade on, it's just got one cylinder on one side of it. Then
it does. It'll angle that thing for you. And this one's just your straight blade. You see it on the well. We're probably half and half there.
Mm-hmm.
You know, selling between the two.
It's amazing when you look at all these, how clean that they've got everything as small as they are.
And how it does jam packed in there.
Yeah, I mean everything is routed very well. Even the Kubotas are really nice too on them, the way that they've got them done.
Right.
All right, engine on this thing here. Who builds the engine on this one right here?
So
is it actually
it is actually Cat.
It is a Cat engine, okay.
303 size. That is the machine that is it's not a Cat engine. It's made in Japan.
Okay.
Now,
and this is just a regen on it. It's no, it don't take no depth
that's
or
right.
anything.
And you never notice this happen. It's like our well, it's essentially like the C6s were in the knuckle booms before they went to death. And even like the knuckle booms are now, it's just a process that you're not involved with.
Will it let you know when it's cycling?
It does not.
It does not.
Yeah,
so you
like
can
559C.
So you can turn it off, and it's not going to affect it
That's
or anything.
right. No, you're
Okay.
fine with this.
Because I know, like on my tractor, you're technically not supposed to turn it off. You're
That's
supposed
right.
to let it run the cycle.
You're running depth on the tractor too.
No, not on that one. It's not. It's on that 75 horsepower. That one is still on a regen
the
on
only
it.
machines we have that are running, you know, it's going to be on the machine depth on it.
Right.
And a lot of times, you get up there, and all of our machines that are going to run after you cut that key off, it gets in a lot of trouble sometimes, but it's safe. You can turn this key farther, and it'll automatically kill it.
Okay.
On the skidders with the def on is what I'm saying. If you turn it off at the end of the day and it's just still sitting there running, say if you have a fire, it becomes a safety hazard for it to sit there and run. You keep on turning it, hold it there for a little while, it'll automatically cut off.
Okay.
Now it's going to cause a few problems because you are technically going through a regen, you know, but
Gotcha.
But on this one, you're not going to see that. Battery master switch on right there.
Okay.
Get into a lot of depth with me on these construction pieces.
Where do they actually build these machines at right here? Do you know?
That's what I was just fixing to say. On forestry, I can tell you all about it, but
on these,
I know a lot of the BCP machines like this are built in North Carolina. I can't tell you 100% solid that that's where this is built at, but
so joysticks are still pilot on it. So you know, Hitachi said that they will never go to electric sticks, and I'm glad of that. You know, they'll always keep
pilot option.
Pilot on them. But you can.
I tell you, on mini excavators in the future, I can't tell you that because you know, you see more and more things. Like you go look in even the new next generation excavators.
Right.
It's getting to be where that is kind of becoming a commonplace in a lot of places. You know, even in a lot of the forestry machines. You know, you're seeing electric over hydraulic is becoming a much better process than what it was when, you know, when they first started doing it. You know, a lot more easy to make it to where, hey, you guys can get in there and get used to it. It's not that big of a change, you know.
All right, answer me this on the hydraulics. Does it, if you're running the auxiliary on it too, if you say you got a thumb on it and then you're going to put a bush hog on it or something like that, or a mulching head or something like that on it, does it have to have another, you plumb it up for another set of lines on it?
It's going to have another set of lines.
Yeah, that's where these are going to come in right there for your, so it can do it all then. It can still have a thumb on there plus the continuous flow hydraulics.
Yeah, that's right.
You know, it's crazy because we got machines that are way larger. I'm talking about way larger than this. And they're not, you can access every line on this thing still. Not bad. I mean, not bad at all. You could take a hammer and chisel and knock any one of them right there on the inside loose very easily. Right there and get to it. Like where they put the fuel filter right there on it too, man.
They're big on making everything easy.
Well, yeah, where you can service it. Okay, I see. It's got that right there. Oh, that's pretty cool. That's pretty slick. Huh.
Yeah, and the 303, you know, it's just
okay, so it's got a little latch right there on it.
Put it on in. Feel free to hop in there and crank it up and see what you feel about that, you know, how it operates.
Yeah.
It's a little tight.
So is it all right if I wipe these shells out and everything, you know?
Well, you know, it's not even that bad outside.
He's getting worried. He's thinking, oh man, my job's on the line now. He's gonna tear up some stuff. Okay.
Yeah, you just sit
I got it. I got it.
Turn the key and you're running.
Okay.
This right here, this one's the one that angles your boom over, you know, left and right.
Okay. So
and the other one over there would be the one that runs your thumb.
Okay. Where would the extra option be at then? Where would it end up being put in?
You need to plug that button, you know, that button.
Okay.
Out.
Okay.
And I'm sure you could, you know, talk to guys in the shop. They can swap the horn around if you preferred it.
I got
I've
you.
done a lot of stuff like that in the past.
I got you.
Got your spot for your screen. Boom lights and a light on the cab. So.
It does have enough protection on it now. If something was to come back on you or whatever.
It's pretty sturdy. You flop it up. You know, you're not really. You see a lot of that stuff. It's a little flimsy, but jumping in and out of it all day, like you talked about.
We had the thing up. It will not crank. It will not crank with it up.
It's right there below the key, above the key.
Okay, I see it right there. It's got auto idle and everything like that on it too.
Get too long, it's gonna cut there.
Okay.
That lever right there on your right works the blade.
Okay.
Go up and down.
thing's fast right there. It's proportional too on the thumb control. I like that. That's pretty cool. Alright, I'm gonna put this camera down. I'm gonna run this thing just a little bit here.
And even on the smaller ones, it's just not gonna apply to this one. But they got tow hooks, you know, on the outside and on the inside.
Yeah, they got plenty. They got those two right there, and then you can go across the blade right there too.
Your hose routing right here, you can feel back up in here. You know, a lot of times, and I think they saw a lot of this in the past too. Right there, you'd always see just oil running down because a lot of rubbing in here. You know, a lot of turning like that.
That's right.
And they kind of, you know, made that a little bit better. Kind of put little hoses around them, but also kind of soften these edges up a little bit. I think the edges.
Well, these companies have figured out. We went through a time period, man, back in the 90s and early 2000s. You open the side of a machine up, and it looked like a rat had been in there, you know, for like 2 or 3 years. And I remember talking to, you know, John Deere one time when I was working with them, and they asked me. They said, I was actually at the factory up there, and they pulled me off to the side. This was before the YouTube stuff and everything. They said, "Would you mind talking to us for a little bit?" And I said, "Sure." They said, "What? Just give us some things. What, you know?" We walked out there on the floor. They just built one, and I said, well, "Let's open the sides up." We opened the sides up, and I said, "Until y'all clean this mess up right here, these lines in there that look like that right there." I said, "We spend 2 months on a brand new machine rerouting and hose protecting everything." You know, at that time we was. And so a lot of these companies now and have done a lot of stuff for the aesthetic looking on it to make it better. I mean, with the clamps and all that stuff.
Not only aesthetically, but you know, you're getting a lot longer life out of your hoses.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, man, you start spending a couple of hours fooling with going to get a hose or anything like that. All right, one thing I was going to ask you about on the bucket is, does that price with a quick attach and everything on there?
I didn't price a quick attach.
Didn't quite.
I did not.
What does that roughly add to one, probably?
Man, that quick attach, it couldn't add more than, it's about $1,500. So you say about somewhere in $1,000 to $1,500.
On the quick attach, on that one right there, how does it work on? Is it just how does it work on this one right here and everything?
Okay, so all it is it would hook the same place, you know, right here to the pins, hook it on, then you just, you know, clamp onto your bucket and everything like you need.
I got you. Because see, this stuff right here is kind of new to me. I've run minis before and everything, but this is going to be a little bit new.
Some older model ones.
Yeah, I've run some older model ones, several different ones, older model ones, and what on these right here? Just out of curiosity, what's the system pressure on these running and everything? Are these 6,000-pound machines, or are they less than that on these, or do you know?
You're talking about just the hydraulic?
Yeah,
just
pressure. Yeah, hydraulic pressure.
I can't tell you off the top of my head right now. I'm gonna be lying to you.
I got you.
What's going on, man? There we go. Doing good. That's in a brochure. I can that in a minute.
Of course, these are not your specialty either, right here and all either. You're just you're mainly forestry is what you are, and because I'm forestry, you can sell me one of these right here.
I'll tell you which one I sell usually.
Right.
Right there.
Okay, the 304.
Yeah. Well, the used ones.
The used ones. Okay. Yeah.
About $25,000.
Yeah.
That's just a fun toy to have.
So I imagine I probably got about 10,000 questions from people about the excavator and stuff, and I'm not going to answer any of them right now. Y'all will learn about that in due time. I'm going to just give you a little sneak peek here inside my shop. Started on this today is Wednesday morning. We have not hauled a stick of wood this week. It has rained and rained and rained and rained. It's still currently raining out there right now as I'm filming this, and we're still supposed to have rain Thursday and Friday, both. So this week here, I don't think we're going to haul anything. It's weird, you can haul 100 loads a week consistently and still be broke logging right now. That's how bad, that's how tough it is right now. They're coming tomorrow, which will be Thursday, to hook my heaters up, Got one over there and one right there. Those are 90,000 BTU infrared heaters. I had to move my kayak, which was right there where that heater is. I got it. It's on the floor over here right now. Anna Kate's fixing to be here in just a minute, and I'm going to drill into this Z-beam right here, and the kayak's going to go right there now. That's where it's going to go to. What has killed me on doing this, I started on this Saturday afternoon. Mr. Larry came over here and we put, I think, 4 sheets up over there, and I've done the rest of it by myself, which is good. But what has killed me is just moving and cleaning things. I don't really have that much stuff. All it's got to do now is just be put back again, put up now is all. So because what I've done is everything I've taken away from the wall, I've came in there and I swept and I take the shot back and sucked it all up and stuff. But I got to put my emergency light back, and I got to put a battery in it. It needs a battery in it, so I'm gonna put it in. I cut around it there yesterday, but it's made a huge difference as far as the light inside of here. I'm very happy with it, very, very happy. It's a little over $1,000 for the 10, and all I've got to do now on the 10, I've got like 7 or 8 more sheets down this wall right here, and they're all going to be cut sheets. I got to cut a sheet in back there to the left of the flag back here too. So I got a few cut sheets I got to to cut into. Got a whole bunch more garbage down here on the floor. All that stuff's going to be thrown away right there. But she's coming on around. I will finish the 10 in a little bit. This video should be publishing right now too, by the way, and it's not. I'm down here filming this. But so it's gonna look really, really cool. Oh, the system pressure on the mini excavator, on that one right there, the track drives, which is the highest on it, is 3,500 pounds of pressure is what it takes. So that's a 4,000 PSI machine. I didn't figure it would be a 6,000, you know, being small like that. So that's what it is on on that. But hope y'all enjoyed that. Y'all are going to see another video here pretty soon of a kind of the same scenario on a different brand. And I'm going to grab my raincoat here because Anna Kate's fixing to be here in just a little bit. And see, I still got wood chips all in my boat here. I got to clean all that up. But as soon as she gets here, she's going to lift me up in the bucket, and I'm going to drill the eye bolts into that and put the pulleys up there just like what's over there on that one over there, and get this kayak up out of the floor right here is what I'm going to do. As somebody said, to get heat in here, next thing you'll do is get an air conditioner in here. I've had an air conditioner in here. This thing has had central cooling in here. It didn't have no heat though on that part right there. And so, yep. And I had heat in here, and with the radiator, I hate a radiator, man. Heck with a radiator. And I had a wall heater over there also. It wouldn't do much in here or anything. So I mean, it was okay. But these bad boys up here will do it. I'm gonna have them set to where I run them separate or together. They'll be on 2 different thermostats is what they're gonna be on. So looking forward to it. So if you like my stuff, please subscribe to me. I really appreciate it. We are rolling on along. I've had some big things, really, it's been good, come up. Maintainer beds. When I filmed the service truck video of Mr. Billy Owens' service truck, maintainer up there, and they picked that video up and shared it and everything, and then Waters Truck and Tractor picked it up, and then some of their people that work at Maintainer picked it up and shared it. So that was good. I was supposed to have a phone conversation with Husqvarna. tomorrow on some more upcoming stuff that's going to be going on. Everything has went very well with Husqvarna, and they're happy with what I have done and shown and all that. So that's been really good, really good. And I talked to Milwaukee Tools again Friday, I believe it was. So the thing is with that stuff like that, it's fun for me to do it. I mean, people say, well, they give it to you. Well, they hadn't given it to me. I'm having to work to get it, to show it, to do it, and that's part of the videos. You know, just like going to Walmart. If you get a gallon of milk, you pay for it before you leave. You know, same deal. And so I'm having to work for it. But the people who really like that stuff like that right there, hang tight, because it's going to get even better. So appreciate all y'all joining me along every day on my day-to-day excursions. I got some good footage from in here that I've got to get together to post. Had Jill on the tractor the other night. She about give herself a heart attack, about giving me a heart attack, because she's never been on a tractor before, running a loader bucket and all that. And she had me picked up in the ceiling with the, and one of the times she about had a heart attack, I did catch it on film. So yep. She said if she killed me, she would just claim ignorance. So we'll catch y'all later. Later, taters.